so we started?
Yeah, it started now.
It started now! We have here, we're
yes.
talking about...
KGF, did I say it right?
2.
Part 2, Chapter 2.
You're back with Rocky again!
Yeah. Rocky is his name, right, in the movie?
His name is Rocky.
That's true, that's true.
Yes.
Because he's the rocking star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this movie is 2 times as badass, or should I say 200% more badass than the first movie.
It is. There's no comparison. But we already talked about the first one. It's a bit of his background story. But number 2 is full into what he's gonna do, you know, in serious terms. Like, he gets serious, enough bullshit, enough dealing with small bosses and small bad guys. These are the real bad guys, and he has to face them in this part.
Oh yes, and like the stakes, they go way. It's like, think about the Avengers, Age of Ultron. That movie stakes were high, but in this movie the stakes are even higher.
Yes.
Because Avengers had nothing on KGF, so this was more fun.
It's like every bad guy was at Thanos.
Yes, but this was the thing about this movie was really fun to watch, and it was really fun.
For sure.
Which is your favorite dialogue in the second movie, which you've been saying non-stop?
In the second movie?
Yes.
Of course, it was about violence, you know?
Violence?
Violence. Well, with an Indian accent would be violence.
I don't like it.
I avoid it.
But violence likes me.
I can't avoid it. That's well, the Big Mama is not in that part, but that's a pretty big gun too. Yes, and everything is over-the-top action and quite entertaining. Well, again, a bit of an abuse of slow motion. Lots of slow motion to make it, you know, more dramatic. But I think in this movie they got it right.
They got it right.
Didn't feel like exaggerated or anything. They knew what they were doing, and it was a well-made movie, man.
Yeah, I think so too. I think in this movie there's like, in the first movie we had some songs and all. In this movie, yes, there were songs, but they acted more like background music. So it didn't take away from the narrative. It kept a very steady pace. And this movie, it's like a roller coaster. It takes you like, you go up and
Yes, definitely.
it's amazing. Like, it's a very fun movie to watch. It's like it gets back to that old school type of cinema, you know, with Arnold and that one guy against the system and blah blah blah. You know, that angry young man kind of a movie.
Yeah, he also suffers for sure. He takes a lot of shit and beating, but it's like you said, he finally overcomes and. Against all odds, he achieves his goal. Not in the way that you expect, and that's something that's very interesting and I quite liked about this movie. There's a twist. It's not everything what you expect, and not everything can be figured out. So you actually have to watch it, understand it, and enjoy it, because it won't let you down.
And plus, you know, the villains in this movie, they're very good. They match his energy, they match his tenacity. Like, he's got several obstacles to face. But anyways, in this movie, if you talk about the story, it picks up exactly where the first one leaves off.
Yes, it's pretty much the immediate continuation of it.
Yes,
and it's, as you said, 500% more badass.
Yeah, and the best part about it is like. I think this. If you talk about, if you want to know a bit about the story, it's about how he's okay. It's spoiler alert now, because if you haven't watched the first movie, you should stop watching this video now. But
yes.
He's taken over KGF, and now how he's exploiting the mines completely, how he's extracting it, how he's turned into a super factory.
Yes.
And it's
he's, maybe this is a bit of a spoiler too, but he makes it his city. It's like small country, and he is the king. he is the boss.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then he's trying to conquer the whole world.
Yeah.
And he pretty much manages it, to a point. It's like he's taken over the world, and at the end, he fulfilled his promise for sure.
Yes, but you know what? The best part about the ending is that they showed us that there's going to be a KGF Chapter 3.
Yeah. Well, I hope. It for me, it particularly didn't feel too much like that, but there has to be a third part for
Yeah,
sure.
of course. Everyone wants to see what
Yeah.
happened to Rocky, and Rocky, Yash is great. He's an amazing actor.
Yeah, what I meant is that at the end, it's like, you know, his story comes to an end, but
Or does
you know,
it? Or does it?
Or
does it?
But he's so badass that it keeps you wondering if he's really finished or not.
And yes.
And yes, he's taken over KGF. I mean, you said it was a bit of a spoiler, but you can pretty much figure it out if you watch the first
trailer,
the trailer or the first movie, because at the first movie he basically takes down the leader, the big boss, and the villain, and now he controls everything, and he liberated them, and he made it bigger. He made it a city. He made it basically the most important part of India, and he is the boss.
Yes. He is the CEO of India.
Yeah. That's it. One of your favorite lines too.
Yes. But anyways, I think if you put this in the bacon meter, I would give it a Royal Queen Bacon.
A Royal Queen Bacon.
Or actually, no, not it's
Royal
Rocky, so
King.
it should be the King of the World Bacon.
Bacon King, yes. Pretty much. It's a pretty good movie. Highly recommend. You have to watch it for sure.
Yes, this was one movie you
It
have to watch.
won't
Guys. It's
let you
amazing.
down.
It's amazing.
It is. Well, guys, we hope you watch it if you haven't. And we hope that you enjoyed the review. If you didn't, you enjoy it because you have to enjoy it. There's no other way around. And see you in the next one, right?
Yeah, and remember, like, subscribe, and let us know what you think.
It helps us a lot.
Yeah.
Right? See ya.
In the next one.